14,000 people have died in clashes on Ukraine's border since Russia annexed Crimea in 2014. A diplomatic stoush over NATO's eastward expansion into Ukraine has sparked a military response from Moscow. 100,000 Russian soldiers are now stationed on the border. Stuart Ramsey filed this report from Ukraine's front line.
There's one way in and one way out, and it's across this pontoon bridge. People who live in the town of Crimea, right on the demarcation line, are utterly dependent on this ice and snow-covered road, kept open by the Ukrainian military. Just hundreds are here now. It used to be thousands. It's part town, part barracks. Normal life has been suspended.
Ну, конечно, много людей уехало, во-первых, и так работы никакой, нету такой. Работали до войны, все работали, я работал, все работали, не работали.
The people of Crimea are the poor and the old. In this freezing environment, they depend on charities bringing fuel, food and medicine. Trucks carrying compressed fuel briquettes dump their loads on the side of the road.
With obviously getting fuel at this time of year is absolutely vital, and this is logs that have been dropped off by the charity Caritas. But what's interesting, we've come to meet Yana. She's here with her family. Basically, everyone needs help from the outside world, and we'd arranged to meet them, but here they are already, so we'll be going into their houses. Kids are off school because of COVID, and obviously the whole place is pretty much deserted because of the war, so sort of double whammy that's taking place at the moment.
Yana took us to the family home. It was bombed out in the fighting, but they've rebuilt it. She has 3 boys and a daughter. Her eldest son is on the front line with the army. Her daughter Vika is typical of frontline children. They accept the war, but they're scarred by it. I asked her to describe her life to a 10-year-old girl in Britain.
Я бы ей так объяснила. Ты живешь тут, выживаешь, купайся там на водобуде. Ты чувствуешь себя, когда они стреляют, ты чувствуешь себя как, ощущение очень хорошее, когда они стреляют. А вот когда стреляют, ты сразу пугаешься, бежишь куда попало. Вот.
There's only one medical facility in Crimea, and it's a military field hospital right in the centre of town. They've been here for years. In many ways, they're an essential part of life, a medical link to the outside world. They live in an underground basement. Above them is the only shop in town. It's run by Lena Parhomenko. 8 times she's had to replace every window in her home because of the shelling. She simply won't leave her business. Crimea depends on her. But Lena is actually Russian. In a conflict dominated by misinformation, she's often at loggerheads with her family back home.
Но я переубедила их, что здесь есть российские войска, что здесь все так вот ненормально. И они уже так бы поменяли свое мнение о происходящем. И там же свои новости, там свое говорят, у нас свое говорят, сталкивают нас вот это лбами. Ну, самые близкие, они как раньше ездили сюда, сейчас у них возможности нету. Но я иногда езжу.
War and COVID have changed everything in Crimea. And those who have stayed may not have given up, but they're on their knees really. Surviving, but only that, surviving. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News.